Hello everyone, Pierce Nation here. Welcome to a new deck profile. This is the finished Blue Eyes deck. So we're going to get right underway. As you can see, I finally got all the cards for it. So we're going to go ahead and get into the main deck. Of course, as always, I'm still going to run my 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon as a must in this deck for obvious reasons. It's Blue Eyes. We're going to run double copies of alternative. We had to make some cuts so we could add the Blue Eyes cards in. So one alternative I think deserved to be cut out of the whole thing. Going to run one Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I have a second copy on the way, so I'll eventually be running 2, but for now I'm just running the 1. Running still Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Very optimal to get in this deck, so it's not very hard. One Blue Eyes Solid Dragon, which will probably be cut, but for now he's in there. Running one Blue Eyes Abyss, and for the last Blue Eyes level 8 monster, we're running Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Very good there. We all know what all those cards do. I've explained it in multiple videos, but now let's get on to some Spellcasters. I'm going to run 3 copies of Dictator of D for obvious reasons. You can choose your attack targets if you control a Blue Eyes monster. Also, he can send one card that specifically lists Blue Eyes in its name, special summon one Blue Eyes on the graveyard. Also, he's got another effect where he can special summon by sending Blue Eyes White Dragon from deck to grave, which most of the time gets asked. But still good there. I run triple copies of the Sage Steel. Still good. We all know what he does. Again, very good for getting your light tuners and a Blue Eyes monster out of the deck. We're going to do these in double. I run one Master and I run one Maiden. These are still optimal to use because of their effects. Very good effects as well. Run double copies of the White Stone. Again, those are for your cuts in the deck, so 2 White Stones are great for that. So now let's get into this. I run 2 Ultimate Fusion. Thought about 3, but it's kind of bricky with 3, so 2 is fine for me. Right there. Run double copies of Vision with Eyes of Blue. Vision with Eyes of Blue can send back one of your light tuners you just put out and pull out a level 8, which stops the brick, which is always great because it used to be known as Brick Eyes, but not anymore. I don't brick with it anymore. Run 2 Mausoleum of Light through your tuners and getting your Blue Eyes to grave. It's optimal for your Ultimate Fusion. Run 2 Melody of Awakening. Very good there. We all know you discard 1 and you get 2 dragons with 3,000 or more attack, 2,500 or less defense. This works for a lot of cards in this deck. The last spell I run, of course, is going to be 3 copies of Piercing the Darkness. This could be game, especially with the new cards that I've added in, so keep that in mind. Now on to the traps. The traps, you're going to run 3 copies of True Light. True Light is your go-to card. And with Jet Dragon, it can't be destroyed. So, how about it? Run 1 Ultimate Creature Destruction and 1 Destined Rivals. I was running 2 or 3 of this, but with the new format, you don't really need any more than 1 because True Light can search it as well. We're going to run double impermanence in this for obvious reasons, because nothing like getting hand trapped. Take out the Grave Diggers because this is a little bit faster and you can get it back with the Blue Eyes Tyrant. Run 1 Solemn Strike, and for the last one we're going to run 1 Witch's Strike. These 2 cards go hand in hand because if you're negated you can destroy a card your opponent controls, including their hand, And with this, you can negate a monster effect or a special summon of a monster. So, good there. Now on to the extra deck. Let me sort this real quick. Now, we're going to start with the Xyz this time. And I've only run 4, so we got your Prime Photon, your Harbinger, your number 100 for obvious reasons, and your Jagubleon. Again, these are all very good cards. They all have their own effects. This stops a spell and adds this material. You can also choose the attack targets as well. They can detach and gain attack. Not going to really gain that much attack. It's more for material. Number 100 when you detach material. Especially off of Jagubleon, he'll gain like 9,000 attack. And Jagubleon, he detaches material to special summon Numeron with Galaxy Prime as material. Harbinger will come out on his own. So, yeah, good there. Those right there. Now we'll get on to some links. Run 4. We're going to run Link Karibo. We're going to run Predator Plant Verte Anaconda, which is just banned in the OCG today. We're going to run Flash Charge Dragon, and we're going to run the Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel. If somehow they get rid of Blue Eyes Tyrant and you have monsters board, go to that, it'll pull it back from grave. So, very good there. So, a little top. I run 2 Synchros. Obviously, I run Azurize Silver Dragon, and I run Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon for obvious reasons. They're very good. He can negate a graveyard effect if it goes off, so very good. Also, you can limit your opponent's special summon twice per turn, which hits a lot of decks. Now for the fusion monsters, we're a little fusion heavy, but we will get more fusion heavy here in the future. Run 1 Twin Burst, run 1 Ultimate Dragon, run 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I run 1 Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, and for the new format, if you don't run it, you should, the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. These are all good fusion monsters. This one's kind of vanilla, so it'd be what it is. So Twin Burst can make up to 2 attacks per turn on monsters. If it fails to destroy a monster by battle, it will banish it instead. Again, Blue Eyes Ultimate is kind of vanilla, so we all know what that does. Now Neo Ultimate, if he's the only monster you control, which if you're going for FTK, this is great. You can ditch 2 fusion monsters during battle phase, and it can make up to 3 attacks, so it's 4,500 3 times, so very good there. We got Alternative Ultimate. Let's say your opponent cannot destroy this card, cannot target and destroy, or destroy it with card effects. Once per turn, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. If this card was fusion summoned with Alternative, 99.9% of the time it is, you can choose up to 3 cards to destroy it, and it cannot attack when it activates that effect. Now for the big boy, Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. And this is why it's so good. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing 1 Blue Eyes monster, equipped with a fusion monster, unaffected by trap cards or the effects of trap cards. Specific. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once per turn. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled, you can target 1 trap in your graveyard and set it in your spell and trap zones. That means when you're in turn, either on your opponent's turn or on your turn, you can set a trap, because more than likely they're going to have to battle this card. And if your opponent controls 3 monsters at the time Piercing the Darkness is on, he'll shoot over for 3,400 3 times in a row, which is good. I thought I'd just explain everything a little bit. And also, that's why the Witch's Strike is in here, because if you get it once, you can reset Witch's Strike, which will make your opponent have to play without negating, because if not, they're going to lose everything due to this card. Think about adding a second one. Don't want to add 3, because 3 is bricky, definitely. Because if your opponent doesn't negate and you get 2 of these in hand, you're kind of screwed. The whole point of this deck is to avoid bricking, which is why we added the 2 of the Vision without the blue. Because literally, you can reveal 1 blue eyes from your hand, so we'll summon 1 card from your hand, or 1 monster from your hand. Then you can apply the effects. If it's blue eyes, supposed to summon 1 other monster from your hand. If it's other than blue eyes that's on the field, you can supposed to summon 1 blue eyes monster from your hand, which is great. So all these cards are in here for a reason. That's all the time I have for this, unfortunately. As you know, I'll be putting out 2 deck profiles. Either today or tomorrow, or whenever I can get this uploaded. So I just thought I'd go ahead and get this underway because I've got 2 to do today and I don't have a lot of time today, so I was trying to make sure I could tease this deck profile in for you guys so you guys could see all the dangerous power of blue eyes. But now you can behold. The only card I didn't go over is Jet Dragon, which I'm going to right now, just so that you guys have an idea of what Jet Dragon does. Okay. Right there. So Jet Dragon. The other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. This is Vision, this is Piercing, and this is True Light. It says you can only use each of the following effects of Jet Dragon once per turn. You can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field or in the graveyard. If a card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when it was destroyed, or hand even if not. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. So as soon as they go to battle with Jet Dragon, or you swing with Jet Dragon, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and send it back to hand once per turn. So if they've got something big on and you just can't get around it, you can swing into it with Jet Dragon and return it back to hand. Also, Jet Dragon comes back from the graveyard quite frequently, so that's why I'm getting 2 of Jet Dragon and kind of cutting down on my other blue eyes monsters at the time. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm Pierce Nation, and I will see you in the next video. Pierce Nation out.